At 11 starts now.
And the people of Florida now are going to vote. They have a very conservative measure. They have a very liberal measure, frankly. And I won't say how I'm voting, but I will be announcing it sometime prior to the vote.
Former President Donald Trump not revealing how he will vote on the issue of abortion on the Florida ballot. It's just part of an interview you'll see only on NBC6.
He spoke exclusively with NBC6 anchor Jackie Nespral before giving a campaign rally in front of thousands at his golf course in Doral. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Trina Robinson.
And I'm Jawan Schrader. Good evening to you. Let's get right on over to Jackie. She's live in studio with more on her conversation with the former President Donald Trump. Jackie.
Jawan and Trina, the Florida Republican delegation was all there supporting the former president tonight, including Senators Rick Scott and Marco Rubio, who's on the short list, Trump's running mate. Now, some were expecting a possible announcement on a VP candidate, but that didn't happen. I spoke to Mr. Trump exclusively before he took the stage. This is former President Trump's first public event since the heavily talked about presidential debate. He has been surprisingly quiet about President Biden's performance until now.
Well, it wasn't the greatest performance I've ever seen. I went in and I thought he looked very pale. After a couple of minutes, I was saying, what's going on out here? It was a little bit strange. I think the whole event, it was amazing as an event, but it was a little bit strange.
You have said that he probably will not step down, but if he does, are you prepared to change strategy for whoever may be the candidate, like if it's Kamala Harris?
Well, I think it has to be Kamala. If she's not the one chosen, I think you're going to have a revolution in the Democrat Party.
The former president picked his hotel and golf course in Doral for this rally. The crowds today heavily Hispanic. I asked Mr. Trump about the critical Hispanic vote this November. You have talked about being strong on the border. How do you enforce immigration while attracting the Hispanic vote?
So right now we have the worst border in the history of the world. We had the best when if you think back 4 years ago, we had a great border. The drugs were down to the lowest level, the number of illegals, and I'm not talking about from South America, I'm talking about from all over the world, because right now they're coming. These are not Hispanic, these are from everywhere in the world, and they come from prisons, they come from jails, they come from mental institutions and insane asylums, and we have a lot of terrorists coming in. What Joe Biden has done to this country, it's the worst president we've ever had by far. What he's done to this country is very, very terrible. It's sinful.
But do you think that you could balance enforcing immigration laws while attracting the Hispanic vote?
So I'll give you something. You know, I've polled the highest of anybody that's been a Republican, just about anybody, period, with Hispanic and the Hispanic population. They like me and I like them. These are incredible people. They're industrious, they're smart, they're great people. They want the border more than I do.
About 50 miles north is the former president's residence, Mar-a-Lago. Now an official resident of Florida, he will be voting in the Sunshine State. Something on the ballot this November other than the presidential ticket will be Amendment 4, the Right to Abortion Initiative. Recently, the RNC softened its platform on abortion following the former president's lead. But how would he vote? I want to talk about abortion because it is a big issue after the Dobbs decision by the Supreme Court. You are a resident here in the state of Florida, now a 6-week abortion ban. It will be on the ballot, the abortion initiative. You will vote on that. How will you vote?
Well, I'm going to be voting, and you probably saw our platform. We brought it back to the states. They've been wanting to do it for 52 years, bring it back to the states. We brought the issue back to the states, and I won't say how I'm voting, but I will be announcing it sometime prior to the vote. But I wanted to make sure the people have the vote, and they have the vote now.
We are now less than 4 months away from the election, and next week is the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee, where he is expected at some point to announce who his running mate will be. Florida Senator Marco Rubio, who was at the event, is on the short list. When will you make an announcement? Maybe tonight? And if he's not chosen, will he play a role in your administration?
Well, he certainly will, and he's a fantastic guy, and he's a friend of mine, and he is one of the top people. And let's see how we do over the next week, but probably over the next week or so, maybe even at the convention.
Former President Trump's next stop before the Republican National Convention is Butler, Pennsylvania, for a rally there. For the full interview, tune into NBC6 Impact this Sunday at 9:30 a.m. before Meet the Press. In the studio, Jackie Nespral, NBC6 News.